We would like to introduce today's speaker, Mónica Fidalgo. She is a front-end engineer with more than 7 years of experience and a Lovable Ambassador exploring AI-powered development. She believes in learning by building real things and sharing what you discover. Mónica, we are excited about the session. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Violina. Okay, so let me start sharing here the presentation. Let's see. Share. Okay. So basically, my goal here was to, since I started work using Lovable this year, and I found very interesting things about it, and how can it help with our work, with ideas that we have that lives sometimes only in our minds, and we don't ever have time to do something. I thought it would be super great to have like an intro of Lovable, all the features that we can have inside Lovable. For this session, I will also focus on having a prompt that will allow us to have a small app working with a free with the free credits that Lovable provides. So you don't need to have a paid account in order to have something built with Lovable. And I'm going to also show that. Oh, also, out of curiosity, the presentation that I'm showing here today was made on Lovable, which is really cool because we can just have a prompt and say, hey, can you just generate some slides for my presentation? And Lovable can also do that. So it's not only something that you can use to build apps, you can also build presentations with Lovable. So here, let me see. So basically, what Lovable is, Lovable is AI, and it runs Claude under the hood, and turns the prompt that you share with AI into real working apps. And it doesn't need to be like a very advanced prompt. So basically, you can just write, "Hey, can you build an app to track my finances, and please make me some questions about what you need from me." And even if you don't like say, please ask some questions what you need from me, Lovable is smart enough in order to ask questions for to you and saying, hey, do you have real data, or do you want to start with mock data and then change to real data in the future? Do you have already an idea of what kind of investments? If it's like just if you are saving, if you are uh, uh, investing in stocks, for example, something like that. It usually gives you follow-up questions when you share a prompt. And besides that, you can also ship. So you describe the app that you want, it builds the app for you, and then in the end, you can ship the app. So instead of having that flow that developers usually have, which we write the code, then we need to send the code to GitHub, then we need to deploy the code using Netlify or Cloudflare pages, for example. This already builds and ships the code for us, and then shows a preview link as well. Also, it's really cool that this is a new feature that Lovable just released last month. That before, all the applications were built in React, so it was quite on the client side rendering, and the SEO for your app wasn't really that much great. So you needed to do some tweaks yourself in order to get your page being found by Google. And they just updated the 10 stack, and now it's on the server side rendering. So it already shows your app with all the keywords, the search engine optimization ready to be discovered by Google or in with other search engines. Basically, everything that you can describe, you can build it. It's really super cool. You can do so many things. For example, as a non-profit example of a project, we had here an issue in Portugal where the weather was really, really bad. And then a lot of houses were destroyed. And then there was someone who used Lovable in order to get all the people that needed help, like together in that page. And people were able to help either with contributions or going to that specific place and help with cleaning up the places or helping constructing something. That app, for example, was made with Lovable, and even Lovable, the founder found the app so useful that provided free credits for that app to grow even further. But you can basically build anything. If you want to, for example, learn Chinese and you don't like the apps that already exist and you want to build an app for yourself, you can also do that. So it doesn't need to be something that other people will use. If it's something that you want to have it for yourself and you don't like the apps that currently exist, you can just build the app for yourself. Basically, the loop of this is you just share a prompt. So there is like a preview before it starts to before it ships the app. So you can just preview and see, okay, any tweaks that you want to do before it ships. Then even after it is been shipped, you can just change the app, and I will show you the different things that you have to do this, like by using credits or saving credits. And then you have the publish in the end that you can just get a real URL that you share in the internet. Let me just see something here. Yeah, this is published, so I don't know why I'm using the preview link, but I can use this one. I can share with you on Slack, on the Zoom chat. So here it is. I am going to even change to this one because it's the app itself and not the preview. Oops, I jumped something here. Yes, okay. So about the prompting, this is very important, and where people have the most issues sometimes is like you have an idea in your mind, and then you want to build something with it, but you don't know which prompt you should share. You should be you should simplify your prompt, but at the same time, not to be super simple. What do I mean with this? So when if you share a prompt, very detailed, very specific and long, like my app should have this, that, the color should be like this, it Lovable can get confused because it will be like, okay, I have so many things to do. I have to do this, and then maybe in between it will lose some steps, and then your app will be wouldn't have everything that you were thinking that your app would have. So be specific on your details, but at the same time, don't put too much on a prompt, or else uh, it could be lost in between. So one thing that I like to do, for example, is use ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude in order to say, I want to build an app like this, and I want to have a prompt to share with Lovable. The prompt shouldn't be very detailed, just the basics, and or else the AI just starts to hallucinate like and gives like huge prompt. So you need to be specific that you need a small prompt, um, and then you can share on Lovable because there are some details that are important. But usually, my experience is that everything that Lovable builds is it's like the first prototype is already good. So just play around and see what works best with your prompts. And I will also share because they have a guidelines on how you should prompt. So I will also share the documentation with you. Um, Also, don't worry that like you are already thinking, okay, my app should. So I want to build a finance app, and I want to have a dashboard, etc. And then you think, okay, maybe this should also have um, a sign in, right? Because you don't want for other people to see your data. You can leave that for the next step, for example. So you can just build the app with mock data first, and it's okay. And then you can increment. So in the next prompt, you can just ask Lovable to add a sign in order to protect your data. So it's okay. Also, in this case, like if you don't publish your app, it's also okay because you are not publishing to to your profile or to the web. Okay. So basically, here is the example what I was talking about. So this is like a very vague prompt, and Lovable will have to guess everything because Lovable, unfortunately, doesn't read your mind. Um, but if you add more details to it, it will be better. For example, this was a very important one because for free um, for free accounts on Lovable, you don't have access um, to the to cloud or the to the database. I mean, so what happens is if you want to store the data, you can use, for example, local storage. So it will like save the data in your local session on your browser, basically, um, instead of having a database where it will store your data. So you can use this with a free account, and it's totally fine. Even the prompt that I will share with you, it's built with local storage in order for us to have a functional app without the needing of having the database. Very, very, very important. So basically, most AIs now have several plans that you can choose. For example, Claude has also like below you have on, let me see if I have something. Uh, I don't know if you have seen, where is it, my Claude? Just out of curiosity, control find. No. Oh, okay. Cloud. Oh, no. Yes. Okay. Let me see here. It's opening. Must be super heavy because I have been doing a lot with it. Um. Okay. Cool. I'm going to move this real fast here. Can you can you see my cloud? Okay, cool. So you see here, and you have a lot of so you have I was using the most recent model, but you have here another model that you can still use. But then here on the effort, you can have different efforts, like if it's something that you need him to hit to think further, you can just change here the effort, or you can even change to the thinking mode, where Claude will be more through all the details that you share with it. And basically, this is just to say that Lovable has also different modes, as most AIs have, which is the build mode. So basically, it's the default mode that Lovable has. As soon as you share a prompt, Lovable will start working on your prompt and trying to deliver something for you. And this will spend like credits right away. And then you have the plan mode on Lovable that will create like basically a plan before starts building your app. And it only spends 1 credit per message. If you see, sorry, Zoom is on top, but okay. So for example, this page here, where you have the plan mode and the build mode, you have plan mode never modifies your code. Every message in plan mode deducts 1 credit. I'm going to share this as well. This is very important because when you do in plan mode, it will it doesn't build things right away for you. So you can like review what's Lovable plan to build your app before it actually starts building. I'm going to also open here a session on Lovable just to see that. So you have here what I'm talking about. Okay. What do I say that by default it has the build by default? It's like when you are already inside a project. For example, this one. You see here by default, since we are already inside the project, right? So this is how I built the slides, by the way. It shows here below. Zoom is on the way again, sorry. The build by default, but you can just toggle to plan mode. So it can, if you want like to just add an entire new feature to your app, use plan mode before you start building again. Okay, let's see. Oops. So even in free plan, you can build an app. Just basically, there are some tips that I'm going to share with you. Basically, you don't need to, if you want to do a small change on your UI, you don't need to prompt Lovable again. You can just do it yourself, like in the UI itself. And I'm going to share that with you. so the plan mode is also very important. And then you have like 5 credits every day, and every new. So if you spend 5 credits today, tomorrow you have 5 credits again. So if you don't want to pay the I don't remember which my plan is. I'm using the 25 euros per month. So I have 100 credits. But if you don't want to use that and you just want to play around with it, you can just do that like with the free plan. So besides the um, the free plan, if you eventually pay for a plan, you have access to the Lovable Cloud. That's one thing that I was talking about. Remember, I was saying that for free plans you can just use local storage and it's totally fine. But if you want to build like a real app and even, I don't know, monetize your app, you can use the Lovable Cloud, where it will store basically all the data that you add to that. You also have like, if you want to add a way to sign up in your app, Lovable Cloud will also do that for you. So basically, you can have multiple users signing up on your app, and you can see on the Lovable Cloud. And I will also share that as well. Also, you have access to AI. Imagine that you want to have, I don't know, a CV resume builder, for example, and you want it to help you out improving your text. You can also have AI inside your app. So, but that's only paid um, on the paid accounts, of course. But just be aware that also this will also apply. Um, Basically, that you don't you have so many things that also exists on Lovable. Basically, you also have the ability to connect with your GitHub account. So you build a project on Lovable, and you really enjoy your project. You can just save the code on your GitHub. You just need to sync both accounts, and it's okay. Okay. You can also add custom domains. For example, I have this frontend queens lovable.app, but for some reason I would love to have just like this. For example, I can buy this domain on no name cheap, for example, and then I can just add the custom domain to my app, so it's totally fine. You also have analytics. So you can, if you start having traffic to your website, you can also see the amount of people that are coming to your website. You also have security scans, like if you have an app that has login, etc. This is really important to see if your app is secure or anyone can access your app. If you have like data like your as I was saying, like your finances, your numbers are added there. You should do a security scan in order to see if there are any things that need improvement. And you also have the search engine optimization review. Lovable already adds this by default, but in case you want to just double check what Lovable can still improve on your app, you can also do that. Okay, this is basically just build anything that you want. And here is the most important slide for you, which is all the documentation that I found very, very interesting. So basically, you have here the Academy Lovable app prompting. So this is the 5 principles of great prompting. And I don't think this only applies to Lovable. It can even applies to other AI. Some piece of it are very important when you are just prompting. So this part here. So you have the Lovable Academy. You can just you can see everything that you have here. You have also the build studio described, so it goes to the Lovable app. You have templates, some templates that people already did, so you can just search for inspiration. You can see the oops. You can go to the template. You can just preview this or create your own. So you can just remix this. They call it like remix basically when you just already have a template or a website and you want to, you see here, you can just do that. What else? You have a community, so you can join Lovable on Discord. You can search for events. They sometimes have events in person where you can just join a hackathon. You see here there are a bunch of events happening nearby. Okay, so mastering Lovable. This is also very important, and it's similar with the Lovable Academy, but it also has some different details about it. And so now it's the demo time. Basically, let's just try to build an app. This will be the Our Grow Kit, which will be a habit tracker where every strike grows a plant. Basically, I just wanted to make something that will be like Duolingo vibes, but at the same time, like with our habits and the way to also have plants in it. So basically, this was it the idea. Um, so you have the slides, so you don't need to follow along right now. You can just watch me and to see this in action, and then you can just copy this later. Okay, let's just go. And home. Okay. So got an idea, Monica? Yes, I have. I have this huge prompt here. Not that huge, but basically I just named my app. I set the style that I wanted. I'm saying that I don't not need to log in no database. I just store everything on local storage. And here I have the features that I want to have uh, in my app. So I'm in plan mode, as you see here, and I can just send this. So then Lovable starts to think. In the meanwhile, what I really like to do is to just paint while AI is doing the work for me. So the way to just spend some time or just reading other things, because Lovable then just gives you like a small beep when everything is done. Okay, so was what I was talking about. So you see here that I shared a prompt, right? And Lovable now created a plan. So basically, this is my plan. And so if this window doesn't show for you, you can just click on review and it will show everything here. And you can see, okay, how Lovable is thinking of building this. So this is the data local storage that he's thinking, the files. Okay, code footer. Okay, Just, yes, let's just approve. And it will start. So you see here, it already changed to build. And now you can just, okay, so I don't want like this anymore. I want to stop it. You can just click here. I'm not going to do that, but just be aware that you can do that here. Oh, yes. So I'm just going to do this because the zoom was on top of this button here. Wait, no. Uh, there is this button here. You see, you can also have more things here, but I will show you in a moment after this finishes, or maybe not. Very cool. Maybe in the meanwhile you can see other things. I hope this doesn't take that long. Oh, I think there is also back to ideas. I thought there is also, where is it? Yeah, I don't remember, but there is also some built-in prompts that you can use to have some, but I can share that after. Okay, cool. It already did the app for us. Okay, so you see here, it's very simple, but I think it's great in order to start. You can also see how many credits did Lovable spend. You see here, credits use 2.4. So this is very important because you only have 5 credits every day. So basically, the plan spends 1 credit, and then the build already spent like this amount of credits. So you have already your app. It looks good. Okay, you can click on the preview like here, and then you have already um, you can see here it created a very strange and long ID, but this is okay for now. You can, if you are happy with this already, you can just publish, okay? And then it will generate, for example, a more friendly URL with you. You can just change here to grow kit app, for example, okay? And then you can just public, okay. Do I need to add something? Grow kit. Continue. Okay. You see here, deep security scan. For this app, I don't think it matters because we don't have like login and things like that. So now it's publishing. So this is a preview link, but you can also have it published and you have like an app already online. Like I have this one here for Frontend Queens. Let me see. Okay, what can we do from now? I can also add more things. For example, on our slides, we have here iterate, don't rebuild. So use it. You can just do small tweaks after. This, for example, is to don't reset the strike if the second day is missed, because this is like Okay, when I lose my strike, I usually don't want to get back to the app because it doesn't matter anymore. You can also add small animations to the app. And the most what I want to really show you, oops, is this tab here, the code tab. So you have here the entire code that Lovable did. You have the plan here. So this was the plan that we also saw in the preview. What did he to build your app? You also have the components, the routes. If you have some, in our case we don't have any, but you can just change the. So instead of, I don't know, I want to, for example, I don't like this here, your growth grids. I don't like this. Okay, so I have so many ways to change this. I can just, if I just make it the window smaller, okay. Oops. I can just click, where is it? More, no, it's not here. Did I lose that? Let me see. Oh, it's not showing. Why? Okay. Usually there is something here, which is the design mode. So you can just click. I don't know why it isn't showing up right now. Okay. No. Okay, but we also have another way. In order to not spend any credits, you can just go to the code and you can search by this title here. And here it is. Okay. So it says your growth grid. I don't know. Your amazing work. Okay. And then you save. And then if you go to the preview again, confirm changes. Okay. Code editing the change. Okay, it's not refreshed yet. There is a bug here. Oh, okay. Back to the latest code again. Yeah, it's not. So it's suffering from cache, basically. It should not be showing this again. Let me see, the preview is already fixed. Yes. So we are just suffering from cache here on our preview because here, for example, it's already showing the change. And this didn't change. Didn't. If you see here, you don't have any credits used. So you can still code inside your Lovable. You don't need, if you need to change the color of a button, if you need to change the title, or even anything more complex, you can still do coding inside Lovable. You don't need to always like prompt for changes. The other thing that I was talking about as well. So in this case, we don't have any visitors because the site was just created. But you also can see the analytics. So you can also see the cloud that you have. You see that you can have AI usage for your app. You can also have payments. This is very, very cool because usually as a developer, we needed to make a connection with Stripe and then connect all the dots, etc. And now Lovable has also the payments integrated, so you can have an online store where you can have you can sell a product and then you have the payments already on Lovable as well, and you just receive the money on your account, which is pretty cool. You also have the security. So you can just perform a security scan on your site. This is very, very useful for sites that require payments, logins, have personal data, okay? Because this way it performs a scan on your website and then says what needs to be improved in order for your website to be secure. And you also have the search engine optimization. By default, when it builds, if you go, oops, I'm going always to the wrong place. If you go to uh, to here, you see that it's already doing like the meta text for you here, description, etc. But if you want still to improve, you can go to this tab here, and it starts to perform a scan on your website and say what is already good and what needs to be improved. For example, the sitemap is missing, and maybe the robot text is also missing. I don't know. Let me see. Robots text doesn't exist as well. So the sitemap doesn't exist as well. This is very, you should have that if you want to your site to be crawled by Google, for example. Where else? So you can also attach here, for example, you can attach, you really like another website. You can take a screenshot. You can just click there and just select, I want to take a screenshot, I don't know, of this here, and you click on share, and it will just, you see here, it opened the window for me, and then it just took a screenshot of my, you see, it wasn't me. So it just opened the window for me, took a screenshot and shared here, and then you can just ask something about it. I really like the font of this. Can you just use this on my website? Something like that. I'm not going to do that in order to not lose my credits right now for because I want to keep like inside the budget for free apps. More things. So the website, every time that you do a change, in order for you to have the latest, you need to just click here on update in order to see on your in your app, which is this one. And you can see it as well here. So if you go to that app, you can see that it's already online. What else? Okay. Besides the screenshot, you can still do it yourself. You can just take a screenshot yourself. You can share logos here in order for you to get more a specific logo, for example, instead of what it created. Oh, by the way, this is really cool as well. Let me just go here to other projects. I'm going to show here a project that I'm doing for a friend of mine. So basically, everything that you see here, I'm going to just open this window. So my colleague didn't share any images with me. And Lovable basically just generated images for my website as well. So basically, when I shared the prompt, hey Lovable, can we just create a website for a spa? And I shared her name, of course, but then Lovable asked me, do you have like photos that you want to share with me so I can use, or can I generate photos? And I was like, yeah, you can generate photos. And Lovable did generate like all of the photos that you see here, which I think it's really nice, basically. This is instead of me just going to for example, to take photos or ask Gemini to create photos for me and then share here on the website, you can just having Lovable doing that as well for you, which is super awesome. More things important for, oh, yes, okay. So here is the thing that I was talking about. You can, sorry, where is it? You can also share this on GitHub. You can also share this with other people if you want to have more people working on your project, for example. Also, other thing that might be interesting for you is that Lovable has a badge that you can add to your profile on LinkedIn here. So you see here vibe coding, and then you have like 5 levels. I don't remember all of them, but basically, how can you get those badges? You can go to your profile here, settings. No. Oh, okay. Plans and credits. No, this is the credits that I have remaining. You see here. Oh, this is also very, if you have a Lovable account and you want to see how many credits you still have left, you can just go to this tab and see. Oh, I'm always very confused where I can see this one, but it's here. So settings account, you can see the vibe coding badge that you can add to your to LinkedIn. Okay. So and one tip is that at first, so when you add your first level, it doesn't update like when you reach the second level, it doesn't update by itself. So you might want to do just disconnect from LinkedIn and then connect again from to LinkedIn in order to get the latest one. I was like level 2 for a while. I was level 3 for a while, but on LinkedIn was still showing up level 2. So I needed to just disconnect and connect again. Because this is cool because it also gives you like a vibe coding certification to your profile, which is very in demand right now. And I'm just going to, so there are so many things yet to show, but we are already almost on time. So I'm going to just ask if you have any questions for me, things that you really want to know. Okay.
That was impressive, Monica. Honestly, I didn't expect it so much features from Lovable. I thought that it will be similar to the other chat AI tools, like for example Claude in the web. But I'm impressed by all things that Lovable offers, and definitely worth trying it for just for exploring a new AI tool. We do have a question from Alia, and she asks, is there an option to choose the model you want to work with?
I think there there isn't like Uh, you mean the you need you mean the model of AI, like if you want Gemini, Claude, etc. So I read about it, and you have like two different AIs that you can use on Lovable. You have the model that builds things for you, which can be Claude, and I don't remember the other one. And then you have the model that runs AI inside your app. For example, the one that I was talking about, the CV builder, the resume builder, if you want to have AI integrated with your app, you can use, by default, I think it's Gemini, but the other, and you don't have a way like on your app to change that. Let me see if I'm not saying something wrong, but I have a tip for you. Um, Let me see. I don't remember which of mine has. Uh, yeah, I don't remember which one has AI. But let me see if I can see it here. If I can select. Gosh, Cloud AI. Enable AI. Okay. Enable AI for this project. I don't think you have a way to select it. But the other day I asked Claude for help because I wasn't getting with the same CV, I wasn't getting the same results every time that Lovable was analyzing the CV for me. So basically, what happened was that I asked Claude, "Hey, Claude, what do you think is happening here with my Lovable account?" And Claude told me, "Hey, you have here this prompt, share with Lovable." So basically, it was saying to Lovable to adjust the temperature of the AI. The temperature is like giving a accurate response based on your input. Always give the same response and not giving like different responses every time that you share the same question. And the other one was um, making Lovable use a specific version of Gemini that Claude thinks it's better for you to use on that specific case. So I don't think they have like this option on Lovable open for you to just select which one you want to use, but there are ways that you can just prompt Lovable and say, hey, between these two that I know that you have available, use this instead of the other model. I hope that that answers.
Thank you. That's really helpful. We have another question. Can you commit your changes to GitHub? But I think you already showed that you can commit your changes to GitHub.
Yes, you can. I have so many projects. Sorry, sometimes I'm a bit lost, but I'm going to show one that is already connected to my GitHub, which is this one. And this changed a little from the last time, but I think it's this one. Before it was like here already, like changing. It was already. Let me see if for cases that I don't have the project published. Okay, I'm going to open another one because this is not opening for me. Tu-tu-tu. So slow. I have so many tabs open with Lovable that it's getting really slow. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can do this one.
Well, wait. Sophia is sharing in the chat that she can't wait to try it, and thank you for your session because it was very insightful for her.
Thank you. Yeah, this is very slow. Okay. Here. So can you still see it? Okay.
Yeah.
So before it was like on top on the right, and now it's inside like the plus icon. So you can just connect your project to GitHub if you click here. So you go here and you can just connect. Select GitHub, then you need to connect your account and then just connect to your GitHub. For example, just a last example, if my computer doesn't break, is that I have that project here, the one. So this one, for example, this one is from Lovable. You see here?
Yeah.
So basically, me in Lovable did this project and pushed to GitHub. Yeah, basically, that's it. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you for showing to us. It was really a great session, and I'm sure that we all learned a lot. And now we have no excuses to not join Frontend Friday challenges because we can quickly create something with Lovable.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Monica, for sharing your experience with Lovable with us. And it was really impressive to see how we can turn idea into real product in just few seconds.
Yes. Or even create presentations with Lovable.
Yeah. Even presentation, that's really impressive.
Thank you so much, Violina, for having me. Thank you for everyone to join.
Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Monica. Thank you. And we
Thank
are
you.
really happy that you joined us. It's always a pleasure to have you at our community.
Thank you. Thank you so much.